guys? It's your boy Jay Shane, aka The Keto Road, coming at you with another video. Guys, I am super excited about this one. This is something that I am so passionate about. In fact, I really hope that this video series, these two videos in this series, change your life and your perspective towards your food. I hope it's impactful. I hope it's powerful. This is my passion. At the root of it, I understand macros. I understand the science behind food, and I want to help educate you guys with that. But there's a lot of great influencers that educate with those things as is. And I don't mind giving in my 2 cents, but this is my forte, the mindset. Challenging you to turn your diet into a lifestyle. If you think this could benefit somebody, please share it. Share it on your social media platforms. I want to blow this thing up. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And really, we're going to talk about four steps. 4 steps that I believe are needed to be able to turn a diet into a lifestyle. And a healthy lifestyle at that. And let me preference before we get started. This is not easy. Everything I'm about to explain to you is not easy. It takes discipline. It takes grit. It takes willing to acknowledge it and then face it. It's not easy. These are going to sound simple in explanation, but in application, it's good to have support, community, coaching, accountability, something around you to reinforce and pick you up when it gets hard. So let's go ahead and dive in. So we're going to talk about the first 2 in this one, and then we're going to dive into the second 2 in part 2. I'm going to be in the Philippines when these videos are going out, so I wanted to give y'all really something to chew on while I was gone. So let's go ahead and get started. We have the first 2 points, and obviously you can read them, but let's start with the first one. There is no such thing as no self-control. What in the world do you mean by that, Coach John? Well, I mean something very simple. It's a very simple concept, but hard for us to grasp. There is no such thing as no self-control. And how do I know this? Because even when you make a bad decision, whether it's dietary, relationally, doesn't matter. If you make a bad decision, you made that decision. No one made it for you. At the end of the day, you have the ability to choose what decision you make. You are always in some sort of control. This phrase that we bring up all the time is a reflection of how we feel about ourselves. We think we're weak. We think we're not in control. We tell ourselves we don't have control. We tell ourselves we can't handle it. We tell ourselves we can't be consistent. We tell ourselves we can't help but give in. We feed ourselves these negative thoughts and we beat ourselves down to where we just succumb to our temptation. We are our temptation. We just fall into it. We're just lax about it because we look at ourselves in such a negative light. Saying that you have no self-control is like really for me the foundational part of negative self-image. You're literally telling yourself that you are so weak that you have no control over your body. That's not true. This concept is not a real concept. You're always in control. You're always in control. Now, does that mean you're perfect? No. Does that mean you make mistakes? Of course. But you make those mistakes. You make those slip-ups. You do. You are in control of your own person. Bottom line. That is the foundational thing to grasp, is that you are in control. You're in control of every decision you make while you're watching this, after you watch it, when you rewatch it again, or whatever you do. You're in control of all those decisions. No one's in control of you. You're not in control. You are a strong, capable creature of making conscious decisions. You are awesome. You are awesome. Okay? Let's just get that out of the way. There's no such thing as no self-control. You've got to be willing to break that first. If you cannot break that first step, you are not going to get to step 2. Because step 2 requires that this is something that you're fighting against. So, okay, we got that out of the way. No self-control. Get it, John. We get it, John. What is step 2? Step 2 is my favorite part. Step 2 is where the beauty starts to happen, right? Realizing that you are in control and empowered to make decisions. What does it mean to be empowered? That's a good question. What does it mean to be empowered? It means that you are giving yourself the authority and power to make decisions in your own life. That's important. Now, oftentimes when we have this not taken care of, having responsibility and power over something can seem scary. We can tell ourselves we're not capable. We can tell ourselves we can't learn it. We can tell ourselves all these things. So that's why step 2 is almost impossible without first completing step 1 and fighting this paradigm in your head. Because if you don't fight this and you skip straight to step 2, it's really hard to feel empowered. Because when you're given the empowerment, you don't feel like you can handle it. So it's so important to realize that you're always in control. That will lead to empowerment. Empowerment is giving yourself the authority and power to make decisions in your life. What happens? Let me ask you this. What do you think happens when you decide to be empowered to do something, a certain subject or a certain thing? 9 times out of 10, if it's in a positive light like it should be, if this is taken care of, you start to care about that thing. That it may be an inanimate object, might be yourself, might be a friend, family member, a spouse, whatever. You start to care for that thing. It's much easier to care because now you're directly involved. Now you're empowered to make decisions for it. You're responsible for it. You're responsible for it now. That can seem scary, but it's so beautiful because now you start to care. And you're going to see in the next video, as we peel into point 3 and 4, that caring is the key to everything. That's the real switch. And it starts with being empowered and knowing that you are strong. You are capable. You are capable and able to do so much if you would just believe in yourself. You are able. So go get it today and speak control and empowerment into your life. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.